What do you think led you to coming into Congress? Obviously you'd run for election before. This was not your first time, but as a child growing up and with some, struggles, what was it in you that made you feel like this made sense as a step?
So I never had a desire to run for any office. As a matter of fact, because my dad has been in office for so long, most of my life, and I saw this good person with this amazing heart give so much to the community, and then all of this, the greed and corruption and the just all these darts coming back at him. And so I said I would never do it. I told my dad, I said I'll never run for office. I'll never do politics. And I went into ministry. I became a nurse. And but when Michael Brown was murdered, I just felt like, okay, I'm clergy, I'm a nurse, I can be a medic on the street, and I started going to the protests to do that, to just serve on the ground. And but what I saw over and over again was we were out there getting our butts kicked by the police. If this was our own community, where we worked, where we ate, where we, spent time, where we worshiped, where all of these things, this was our community. And it looked like something out of civil rights footage from the 1960s. And I just couldn't understand it. And so when I realized, though, that there are people who are supposed to be representing us in this moment, that are paid to represent us, are so many elected officials, and I felt like they should have been standing up for us, and instead they weren't. They were some of them, not all. Some of them were using it for photo ops, and I had to. And so someone asked me, to run for office. Is an activist who has since been murdered. He asked me to run for the very first seat. I said no, but then the next day, when some community leaders asked me again, I just felt this yes in my spirit that I just needed to make this step. And I thought about my son. I thought about my daughter. What could I say if my son or my daughter or another loved one ends up the next hashtag and I could have done something about it? I couldn't bear that.